everybody out there in YouTube land, is the one and only infamous aka Insanity here, bringing you a quick video showing you how I do my stuff. Logos, tattoos, designs, t-shirt designs, whatever, etc. This is a quick video showing you exactly how I do my stuff. Now, first of all, we're gonna get this out of the way real quick. I'm gonna show you. This is self-explanatory. I don't understand how y'all don't understand how to do this. Pretty much they tell you all the instructions on the game already. This is where you go: WWE 2K.com/WWE 2K16 logo, and it will bring you to this. Now on your game, when you go to the community creations, they will give you a code. You put that code right here, and then you will be able to upload your pictures to your system. It's very self-explanatory. They tell you all of this information on the game itself when you go to the community creations. Now, that is out of the way. We're gonna go here into Photoshop. Photoshop is where I do all my stuff. I'm going to show you real quick something that I've done already, and then I'm gonna give you an example. Right here is where I got all my pictures that I got off of Google that I used for several different things. Now we are going to go to which one should we go to? Okay, fine. Since this is already over here, we're gonna go to AK stuff. This is an attire that I did for one of my homies on PlayStation, and pretty much this is it. You can barely see exactly what's going on here, but this is a briefer design that I did for him. His name was AK. What was it? I think it was Antonio Cruz. So I gave him the nickname AK-47. This right here is supposed to be a 4, and this is supposed to be a 7, even though it came out looking kind of weird. But as you can see, this is his briefs. This is the back of the briefs, and this is the front of the briefs. Well, the front of the briefs. There's a texture inside of the AK or whatnot. Now I'm gonna show you how I do that. I go to new. When I go to new, my width and my height is always the same, 512 to 512. If I'm doing a logo for my characters, it's always 512 by 512. If I'm doing anything else, then I'm gonna have to do it that size that, you know, it entitles. Suppose I'll take the background off real quick to have this grid. And if I'm doing briefs, this is what I would do. I open this. We have a brief outline. Thanks to Don Queez 29 for the brief outline. Let me show you the thing so y'all can see the actual outline. That's the brief outline. Now the reason why I use the brief outline all the time is because everything that I want to do inside the brief can be done in one picture. Sometimes if I think the size of different aspects inside the briefs is gonna come out looking wrong, then I will separate them. But for the most part, everything that I want to do inside the brief gets done in one picture, so I don't have to spend a whole lot of time doing, you know, multiple pictures, or spend a lot of layers doing multiple things on here. Sometimes I do multiple things, other times I don't. I'm gonna show you exactly. I'm gonna show you exactly what I do. We're gonna drag this over here to this new shit right here. Lock that right there so we get rid of that. No, right? And what I would do is, depending on what I'm doing, every time I come in here to do a brief outline or to do a brief picture or t-shirt logo or whatever, I already have the idea of what I'm going to do. I already have it. I don't go into Photoshop without an idea. Now when I get on the game to create a character, that's when I go in without an idea of what I want to do. When I finally develop the idea, that's when I come into Photoshop and I do what I gotta do. Now we're gonna do something real quick. This is just gonna be a random design, and it's not going to be anything special about this design at all. And I might not use it depending on how it comes out. But you can get a texture, you can get logos, you can get a texture, you can do whatever you want to. We're gonna check this Canadian flag real quick. Grungy looking, dusty, dirty Canadian flag. I love that look. I'm still trying to figure out a good way to use this for Liger, but that is going to be on another video. We drag this right here. Now you can see it's much bigger than what I wanted, than what I needed to be. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna shrink this down. I'll do shift, shrink this down. I know there's an easier way to shrink it down, but this is how I shrink it down because I know what size that I want it to do. So yeah, now that that's shrink down, wait, we're gonna do that so we can have some of the red on both sides. Pretty much I just make it the size of the box. Now, one thing that I love Photoshop with, that I figured out, like I'd say like sometime last year, that I don't even have to do a lot. I don't have to cut this or nothing. All I have to do is click this and go to create clipping mask, and it goes right into whatever thing is under it. So as you can see now, if I wanted to, I can just have a Canadian flag pair of briefs. It's just that simple. And everything that I do inside this brief is going to be created, is going to be connected to the clipping layer, the clipping mask. So everything is going to be inside the brief outline. Everything is going to be inside the brief outline. I don't really have to cut anything out. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to do that much. But of course, I would never do anything this plain. And it's just me in particular. You can do whatever you want to do, but me in particular, I will never do anything this plain. I will have to add something to it. So I will go back and find another picture. And this is just the bare minimum. This is literally the bare minimum. What is this? Get out of here. This is the bare minimum. I will take this picture, and because it has the white outline, I will have to go to the magic eraser, click on the white background to get rid of the white background. Photoshop is your best friend. Photoshop will do what you wanted to do. You just gotta learn how to do it. We're gonna delete this because we don't want this. So we're gonna delete this off the side. As you can see, this is a patch that I've used in the past to create this guy named David Rain. I drew this on Paint Tool. What year was that? Was that IWF 13 or WWE 13? I drew this and I put David up here and I put Reigns down here, and yeah, but this is the patch that I drew it from. Now you can see, like I said several years in a row, sometimes I get pictures from Google on my computer and I literally draw it on Photoshop. I mean on Paint Tool on the game. Now that we got this lovely thing, I don't have to draw anything anymore. I can still draw if I wanted to, but I don't have to anymore. We're gonna put this over here and we're gonna shrink this just like we shrunk the last thing, and as you can see, it's a part of the clipping layer. I mean, it's part of the clipping mask. Therefore, is going to be inside of the brief outline, and I wouldn't have to do much. You put that in the middle right there. Bam! You just made yourself a Canadian pair of briefs. Well, the front of a Canadian pair of briefs with something different, looking different. Now, if you want, you can edit the color and make it darker. You can edit the color brightness and contrast, and we can make that darker if we wanted to. Add a little bit more contrast so you can have a little bit more red in the red. Hopefully it doesn't change. It might change the white, but with a lot more editing, we're gonna release the clipping mask on this one so we can merge down, and that would be darker. But whatever, you know, create clipping mask, whatever, you know. With a little bit more editing, if you want, you could get the colors to match, like this red to match this red and the whole nine. You can actually take out the white inside of here and put the white in this background to be in here so it can look. There's a lot of things you can do with this Photoshop. All it takes is time and effort. That's all it does. Is all it takes is time and effort. If you got the time to learn the program, learn the program. I'm gonna show you right now a YouTube channel that will help you out with damn near everything Photoshop you are looking for. Everything Photoshop that you are looking for, these people right here, Flern Photoshop. These people right here will teach you everything you need to know about Photoshop. They actually have a video showing you how to create realistic looking facial hair. So for those of you that want to do things like chest hair and facial hair textures and all of that, click this video, how to create facial hair in Photoshop, and learn the process to creating actual realistic facial hair. And you can go in and you can do a lot of shit. You can take off pimples and blemishes off of people's faces. You can add lighting, shadows, contrast, color, everything that you want to know about Photoshop. Freaking subscribe to these people because they help you out with everything. Flern is their YouTube channel name. Flern. Subscribe to them because they will give you exactly what you want. And pretty much this is what I do. I save it. When I save it as a Photoshop. First, I save it as a Photoshop project, and this will have everything that I do in the project in Photoshop. What I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna open up another thing so y'all can see. No. Oh, I ain't gonna do that. Desktop 2K16 attires. I made a photo for all my attires on 2K16, and this is all the stuff that I've done so far. This is all of the stuff that I've done so far. You open this. This is okay. What the hell? Caesar. What? Oh, that's because I got this. All formats. You open this. This is all of the pictures that I've done for Cesar Ferrero. As you can see, all of the Photoshop pictures that I've done for Cesar Ferrero. They all in here. AK. All of it with the belt and everything. The Black Dragon. The face that I use for him. And all of the logos that I've used for the Black Dragon. Evan Epic. Everything that I've used for Evan Epic. The face, the tattoos, the logos for the t-shirts, everything. They all in the folder. The All City All-Stars, the faces that I've used, and some of the logos that I've used. And you know, we got Chris Stevens, the Suicide Kid, We open up Chris Stevens. Hold up, he got a whatchamacallit that I want to open up. Chris Stevens stuff. Why is this not opening? Hold up. I know there's a freaking Photoshop file that I have for Chris Stevens. View, sort, name. I know Chris Stevens has something. He has to. Okay, whatever. CM Styles original attire. Corey Douglas. Alright, we're gonna go to CM Styles attire. We're gonna open that. Okay, yeah, we got the CM Styles attire stuff right here. This is all the stuff that I did for CM Styles. That's the brief outlines and stuff that I use or whatever. We're gonna take that off. This is one of the things I did for him. That's the picture that I did for him. I don't know why there's two, but I guess, you know, where's his signature at? Styles right there. Wait. So as you can see, this is exactly what I do. Styles. This is what I do. Everything is saved inside of whatchamacallit, a folder. So if I want to go back and change something, I can easily go back and change something. You know? And this is it. This is how I do everything. After I do that, I save it and I upload it to here. It gets on my game and then I put it on my characters. It's just that simple. And that's about it. Like I said, this is very simple. And the same process goes with the back. You know, if you want to get more elaborate, you can get more elaborate. But as of right now, I don't really want to get that elaborate. I'm gonna show you a little thing that you can do right here with this tool right here. This is what you can do. You can make it to where, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's ripped, but it's something. Make a little design or whatever to have it ripping, and you take all of this and you delete, backspace. See, now it's ripped. Well, now it looks like it's ripped. Deselect. You know, you can see the white under it. Now another thing you can do real quick, you can bring up a texture that you might want to use. We're gonna put this in there real quick just to make it quick. Delete that. No. What is this? You delete that. Don't need that no more. You take this, drag it in there, put it in there. Now it's a clipping layer. We can bring that down, bring this under the Canadian flag, and pop. There you go. Another something you can do. Like I said, all of this is quick. I'm not actually doing anything right now. I'm just showing you the type of stuff you can do. Now you have it to where you can make the Canadian flag look like it's ripped into like a little carbon fiber type metal whatever, you know. You can add a little effects to it. You can add the drop shadow to where it looks like now, you know, it's a little 3D-ish. You know, you can edit that drop shadow spread, the size of the drop shadow, the distance. You know, this will make everything look a little bit way better than, you know, what it was before. And this is how I do my stuff. It's just that simple. You know, it's just that simple. Like, you can use this right here, can be used for a pair of briefs. It's literally just that simple. It's nothing hard to it. It's literally nothing hard to it. Once you learn the steps and the process, once you learn what all of these tools do and what you can do with all of these tools combined for one picture, the options are limitless. But this is it. I'm your boy Insanity, and I'm out. Deuces.